The Young and the Restless recap. Welcome back to our channel, you guys. Today is Thursday, a beautiful day to just sit back, relax, and dive into the absolute chaotic mess that is Genoa City right now. Grab your coffee, or maybe something stronger, because we have a lot to unpack today. Honestly, my brain is spinning from staring at these spoilers all morning. Let's just get right into the thick of it. And let's start with Billy Abbott, because of course we are starting with Billy. Honestly, the man is just exhausted. You can see it in his eyes, in the way he carries himself lately. His life has been turned completely upside down, and it feels like it all started going downhill the second he and Adam Newman had to start dealing with each other in this whole twisted business dynamic. I mean, we all knew this was going to be a disaster, right? Billy and Adam working together, or even just existing in the same orbit, is like mixing oil and water, or fire and gasoline. It never works. But Billy is just so tired. He is tired of the constant battles, the constant looking over his shoulder, and the unending corporate warfare. And most of all, he is tired of wondering where he actually stands with Sally Spectra. So, Billy is sitting there, and his mind is just racing. He wants to investigate. He needs to know, deep down in his gut, if Sally actually wants to stay with him. Let's be real for a second, you guys. Their relationship has been fracturing for weeks. Ever since the horrible tragedy with the miscarriage, which I still blame Billy and Jill for a little bit because they pushed Sally so hard she got into that car crash, things have not been the same. Sally has been pulling away. And Billy is getting bitter. He is getting paranoid. He is playing the victim, which is classic Billy Abbott behavior. Maybe I'm being too harsh. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. He is terrified of losing her, but he is also terrified that she is already gone emotionally and is just playing him for a fool. And then it happens. The trigger. In the dead of night, Sally goes out on what can only be described as a date with Adam, or a late-night meeting, whatever you want to call it. But to Billy, it is a date. It is the ultimate betrayal. He knows Adam has been circling Sally, offering her deals, trying to buy Newman Media, or whatever corporate nonsense Adam is using as an excuse to get close to her. We saw Billy walk in on them a few episodes ago, and he was furious. So now, knowing she is out with Adam again, Billy just snaps. He cannot take the not knowing anymore. He needs proof. He needs to know if she is planning to leave him for Adam, or if she is plotting some massive corporate takeover behind his back. So what does Billy do? He does what Billy always does when he is spiraling. He makes a terrible, impulsive decision. While Sally is out with Adam, Billy drives over to her office. He breaks in. Yes, you heard me right. Billy Abbott is literally breaking into his fiance's office in the middle of the night, like some kind of cheap private investigator. It is so messy. It is so incredibly toxic. But at the same time, I can't look away. I just can't stop watching this train wreck unfold. You can imagine the scene, right? The office is dark. The only light is coming from the street lamps outside, casting these long, creepy shadows across the room. Billy is pacing around, opening drawers, flipping through papers, his heart probably beating out of his chest, and he is justifying it to himself the whole time. He's probably thinking that he has to do this. He has to protect himself, because Billy always thinks he is the injured party. He is digging through her desk, looking for anything. An email, a contract, a love letter to Adam. Anything that will confirm his worst fears. But what he finds is actually so much worse than he could have ever imagined. He finds these files, and not just regular files. These are heavily hidden, deeply concealed files that Sally clearly went out of her way to make sure nobody, especially Billy, would ever find. When Billy finally cracks the code, or breaks open the drawer, or whatever he does to get to these files, he is just stunned. He is absolutely paralyzed by what he sees. The spoilers say he is left completely speechless, and that everything suddenly becomes more complicated than ever before. It is terrible. It is absolutely horrifying for him. Now, the notes don't explicitly say exactly what is in these files, but we can guess. Right? Is it a secret contract with Adam? Is it proof that Sally has been setting Billy up to take the fall for some massive corporate crime? Or is it something more personal? Maybe it has to do with some secret she has been harboring since the crash. Whatever it is, it hits Billy like a ton of bricks. You can just picture Billy standing there in the dark office, holding these papers, his hands shaking, the realization washing over him. All the trust, all the love he thought they were rebuilding, it was all a lie. Or at least, that is how he sees it. The complication is so deep, so tangled, that Billy realizes in that exact moment that there is no going back. There is no fixing this. The relationship is dead on arrival. The files prove that Sally has an entirely different agenda, an entirely different life that she is hiding from him. And Billy, for all his faults, for all his gambling and his whining, he doesn't want to be made a fool of. Not again. Not after everything he has survived in this town. So right then and there, standing in the shadows of Sally's office, Billy makes a massive, life-altering decision. He realizes that things have become too toxic, too complicated, and too dangerous for his own sanity. He has to get rid of Sally. He has to cut her out of his life completely, and he has to do it as soon as possible. ASAP. No lingering goodbyes, no couples therapy, no trying to talk it out over coffee at Crimson Lights. He needs to sever the tie. And honestly, I kind of agree with him. I mean, if you find hidden files that completely destroy your trust in your partner, what else are you supposed to do? You have to protect yourself, but it is going to hurt. Oh, you guys. It is going to hurt him so much. Billy loves Sally. He really does, in his own messed up, chaotic way. He wanted a future with her, but as he stands there, he tells himself that he will get over it. He will survive the pain. Any pain he feels from dumping Sally will eventually pass. He is an abbot, right? He has survived losing Delia. He has survived Victoria, leaving him 1,000,000 times. He has survived gambling addictions and corporate ruin. He can survive a broken heart from Sally Spectra. He is convincing himself that the short-term agony of a breakup is nothing compared to the long-term nightmare of staying with a woman who is secretly plotting against him or hiding massive, world-shattering secrets. And this is where my mind really starts to spin. Because if Billy dumps Sally, where does he go? Who does he turn to? The spoilers tease a huge question. Will Victoria return to Billy? Oh my god. Billy, are we really doing this again? Are the writers actually going to circle back to Billy and Victoria for the 1,000,000th time? I mean, on one hand, it makes perfect sense. They are magnets. They always find their way back to each other when their lives fall apart. Victoria is Billy's safe space, his ultimate fallback plan. Whenever he hits rock bottom, Victoria is usually the one there to pick up the pieces, even if she complains about it the whole time. But wait, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture here. Let's look at the actual canvas of Genoa City right now. Because Victoria is currently completely wrapped up in Kyle Abbott, yes Kyle, her own niece's ex-husband, or whatever twisted family tree connection they have. Victoria and Kyle have been sharing secrets, getting super close, and the sparks are flying. We literally just read last week that Victoria and Kyle might end up in bed together, much to Victor's absolute horror. So how on earth does Billy fit into this? If Billy goes running back to Victoria, looking for a shoulder to cry on after dumping Sally, what is he going to find? He is going to find his own nephew moving in on his true love. Can you even imagine the explosion? Billy is already paranoid and bitter. If he kicks Sally to the curb, marches over to the Newman Ranch or Victoria's house to pour his heart out, and finds Kyle Abbott sitting on the couch drinking scotch with Victoria, Billy might actually lose his mind. He might actually have a full-on psychological break. Because if there is one thing Billy hates more than Adam Newman, it is feeling like he is being replaced by someone younger and more arrogant. And Kyle is the definition of arrogant right now. Kyle is on this dangerous revenge path against Victor, making deals with Patty Williams in jail, and now he is romancing Victoria. It is a mess. A glorious, soapy mess. So, will Victoria return to Billy? Honestly, I am torn. I change my mind about this every 5 minutes. Part of me thinks Victoria is too smart to fall back into Billy's trap right now. She is busy. She is teaming up with Adam to save Nick from his severe drug addiction. She is dealing with her parents' vow renewal, and she is playing with fire with Kyle. She doesn't have the time or the emotional bandwidth to babysit Billy through another one of his existential crises. But on the other hand, it is Billy. Victoria has a blind spot for him, the size of Texas. No matter how much she claims she is done with him, all he has to do is give her that sad puppy dog look, and she melts. It is a pattern. It is the show's usual style. They love to recycle this pairing, but I just don't know if the fans on social media can handle another Billy reunion right now. People are exhausted by it. We want to see characters grow, not run back to the same toxic exes every time things get hard. But then again, this is the young and the restless. Growth is a very relative term around here. I mean, look at Nick. He is back to hallucinating on fentanyl at Crimson Lights. Look at Victor and Nikki, renewing their vows for the 100th time. The more things change, the more they stay exactly the same. So yeah, maybe Billy dumping Sally will be the exact catalyst needed to push Victoria away from Kyle and back into Billy's arms. Or maybe, just maybe, Victoria will finally tell Billy to hit the road for good. What do you guys think? I am honestly so conflicted. Is Billy making the right choice by breaking into Sally's office? I mean, legally and morally, no. It is a huge invasion of privacy. But in the soap world, it is probably the only way he was ever going to find out the truth. Sally is too good at hiding things. She is a survivor, and survivors know how to bury their tracks. But Billy found them. He found the files. The damage is done. The trust is broken. And now, we are just waiting for the fallout. The confrontation between Billy and Sally is going to be epic. I can already hear the screaming. I can see the tears. It is going to be brutal. And I am going to be sitting on my couch with a giant bowl of popcorn watching every single second of it. And what about Adam? How does he fit into this? Because if Billy dumps Sally, Adam is going to swoop in so fast It will make your head spin. Adam has been waiting for an opening. He has been offering her deals, trying to get close. If Billy completely cuts Sally out of his life, Adam will be right there to catch her. And you know what? Maybe that is what Sally actually wants. Maybe those hidden files Billy found are proof that Sally has been planning to jump ship to Adam's side all along. Who actually believes this was going to end well anyway? Billy and Sally always felt like a ticking time bomb, and it looks like the timer just hit 0. So, here we are. A tired, bitter Billy Abbott, standing in a dark office, holding the papers that will end his relationship. A complicated, terrible truth revealed. A decision made in the heat of the moment to cut the cord and endure the pain. And a massive question mark hanging over his future with Victoria. It is classic Y&R, you guys. It is messy, it is chaotic, and it is why we tune in every single day. I am going to need to take a nap after thinking about all of this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you want Victoria to take Billy back? Do you think Sally deserves to be dumped? Let's talk about it. Until next time, stay restless.